What's up, Nick V? What's up, Eric?
How you doing, bro?
Pleasure, pleasure. Y'all
Yes.
in the atmosphere right now, I see.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey.
We out here. So I was just telling
Like that.
telling her that in 2018 I started like a alternative hip hop show where it's
Okay.
all positive, all conscious, like away from everything that was on the radio and is on the radio still for the most part. But you popped up. I think it was an association with Lecrae or something like that. One thing led to another. The algorithm brought you into my life. And then I started playing Fight For Me. And that song, it's so dope because it could go for everybody. You could put anybody in that place, to fight for me. Who do you want to fight for you? I think it was very vulnerable, and I played it for my brother Eric V, and he's getting to learn about Gawvi right now.
Yeah.
And I'm playing it for the audience, and they're digging the music, and you have a new album out,
Yeah, I do.
Atmosphere.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you about the production on the album. Is that all you? Have you been a self-produced artist all your life, or are you working with other people?
Yeah, I started off as a music producer. So most of the album, is really all me. A lot of friends joined in, like Da Vinci, Fire is from South Florida as well. I live in Broward County, South Florida.
Yeah.
Shout out everybody back home.
954. Well, we got a chance to experience South Florida for many years, like from 2003 to like 2012. And the movement down there was wild because we're from the West Coast. But when we got down south,
different world.
Yeah, it's a totally different world, And of course, we've been fans of Florida music since Debbie Deb and Two Live Crew and way back in the Miami Bass. But we never got a chance to really experience it. It's a different kind of vibe. Can you tell me about growing up in Broward County, very close to Miami, which is two different things. Of course, people don't get it twisted. 954 is different than the 305 in a lot of ways, right?
That's right.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. Broward County is basically very, very similar to Miami. Everybody in Dade County will say, nah, it's different. Dade County. But they're basically the same thing. South Florida just has its own culture. I don't know, the Lion culture, a lot of Caribbeans, Jamaicans, Haitians, the food. You definitely got the beach. But then you got a lot of like in the 80s and 90s, cocaine was big. So a lot of street stuff happened during those times.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. And then it built up a different culture, a sound, you know what I'm saying? The way people carry themselves, it's just very different. I don't know, you got to experience when you're there.
Yeah, it's definitely a different speed. Tell me about your music influences. Like, who are some of the people that you were listening to growing up and saying, I think I might be able to do this? Or production. You said you started as production. So who's your production influences?
Definitely grew up listening to a guy named Juan Luis Guerra. To this day, one of my biggest influence. He's a Latin artist from Dominican Republic. I say that because it was every morning my mother, she would blast his music. So that's all I heard all the time growing up. But he's fire. Like, he's so fire. If you don't know, tap in.
And he's been around for a while? He's a veteran?
Yeah, super veteran. Think like veteran like Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Type of times.
Yeah.
But in the Latin culture, Dominican Republic, he's an icon. Like, legend.
Where's your family from?
So my mother's from DR, Dominican Republic, and then my dad's from El Salvador. And then I was born in the Bronx, New York, but raised in South Florida.
I got a question about DR real quick, because we went on a vacation there one time, and I tried to get some pizza, right? And I ordered pizza. And why did they put goat cheese on their pizza in DR, bro? What's the deal with that?
They put goat cheese on
Yeah, it was goat cheese.
He was at a resort, bro.
It's the place that you were at.
Yeah.
I was like, what is this goat cheese thing going on?
They ran out of cheese.
Yo, what are some of the dishes, your favorite dishes from DR or El Salvador that you've grew up with?
I love pupusas from El Salvador. It's definitely the staple, right? It gotta be revuelta too. And then definitely arroz con habichuela, chicken. Like, it's the seasoning, the way you do it in the Carolinas, It's very different. Different type of beans than like West Coast. I know. Are you guys Mexican?
Yeah, we're Mexican.
So we got the beans,
Yeah,
the rice.
very different beans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I lived in the West Coast for 3 years. I learned a lot. The West Coast is very different.
What part of the West Coast did you stay in?
I was in Smyrna, right? I think that's how you say it. I forgot.
I don't
It's been
even-
a minute.
I don't
By
even know.
Burbank, LA area.
Oh, Sherman
Oh,
Oaks.
you got to be Sherman Oaks then.
Sherman Oaks.
That's
Sherman
where I
Oaks,
live right
yeah.
now.
That's where he lives, bro.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What were you doing in Los Angeles? Were you working?
I was young, 20, 21, looking
Having
for
fun. Having
trying to
fun.
find dreams, you know what I'm saying? Living off quarters.
Yeah. Oh, it was tough. It was your trip out here was early on then.
Yeah. That's it's like actually a full circle story because the guy that I'm signed to right now is who I met during that specific time when I was like scraping for quarters. But yeah, LA, it was, sleeping with on couches at friends' house, trying to make it.
I got you.
Couch surfing.
Yeah, because we're from a small town it's Bakersfield, California, outside of Los Angeles. So
Wow.
Coming to LA from Bakersfield was not always the most comfortable, but we were lucky enough to have some homies that would allow us to sleep on the couch, sleep on the ground, sleep in the studio, whatever you needed to do. So we can definitely understand that situation. Do you consider yourself a Christian artist or just an artist?
I specifically say I'm an artist, but I'm okay with certain labels of people. Like I've had a lot of times people say, "Oh, you're a Christian hip hop artist," or "You're a Christian artist," and I just go with the flow. I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So because I am a Christian and I am an artist.
Yeah.
Right.
So tell me about your writing process, and the words that you're infusing into your music, and how personal is it to you to let it out there like that and say some of the stuff that you say?
Yeah, it's funny. You guys would laugh at me. Every time I start a song, I do a lot of mumbles first. So kind of like that song Fight For Me. I'm sure I have the original version somewhere. And it starts off with me probably being like, I need you to fight for me. And then I said, I said how to eat. I'll start off like that.
Right.
And that's where I let it play. And I'll start letting the words come to me. I'm like, all right, what's this song about? What do I want to speak to the people about,
Yeah.
So would you say that you do music for yourself, and also you're considering what you're going to, like you said, just share with the people? You're going to perform these records, and people are going to ask you questions about your lyrics and stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of my songs, man, is really just me talking to God. I believe, I don't know what people believe on this channel here. I know there's a higher energy. There's a frequency that we could all tap into spiritually. And I really just go outside and talk to God, bro. I just talk to him. I tell him how I feel. I don't filter it. And I do that with my music. I just want to be honest, authentic. It's not always beautiful.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what, in my culture, what I was brought up with, reading the Bible. The Bible is very much like that. It's actually very disturbing, a lot of things that are in it,
Yeah.
We're on with Gawvi right now, in case you guys just tuned in right now. How old were you when you started rapping, number one? And what was your first MC name?
Oh, started rapping when I was like 14, 15, but it wasn't good. Like, believe me, it was not good.
Yeah.
And my name was B Styles.
G Styles. Okay.
B
All right.
Styles.
If Gawvi could build the perfect MC, who are you taking from? Like, if you could take any, the writing power of, or the writing of Nas.
Easy. I got your answer.
Yeah, let's
Easy.
go.
It's a rapper named Black Thought. I think he's one of the dopest.
The Roots.
ever.
The Roots.
Yep. That's it.
Lyricism, yeah.
Just him.
Now, we're talking about whole package.
Yeah, I'm talking
like-
about you could take this from this and this one from that, like mix and match and make your perfect MC.
Oh, that's tough.
Relax. You got your muscles tight. Relax.
You gotta go Kendrick. He's definitely the GOAT up there,
Yeah.
top. And we talking to West Coast people right now. What's up?
Whatever.
Yeah. They're everywhere.
That's a tough question because there's a lot of great MCs out there.
Yeah.
Though.
Yeah.
I love Fonte from Little Brother.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys.
Yeah, we know Little Brother.
Yeah, Fonte. I don't know. So many good rappers. I don't know. This is a tough question.
I always wanted to ask that to somebody. Go ahead, Nicky.
What have been some of the challenges that you have hurdled over to get to kind of like cross over into mainstream? Have you seen, some of these battles that you deal with, if any?
I don't even know if I'm mainstream considered. So maybe that's the battle. I think growing up in the Christian industry, it's always like you can only be on this side or you can only be on mainstream side. There's no in between.
Why is that? That's foolish to me because I listened to your music and I didn't feel like left out. You know what I mean? Because you're talking positive and you use JC a couple times and things like that. I didn't feel like this music is not for me because I'm not Christian, or if I was Muslim or anything like that I couldn't listen to it. You know what I mean? So
that's what I desire. I desire my music to be for everybody. So I don't know. I don't like labels, but
yeah,
I understand them.
Yeah, but I think this is important, especially your new song "Bitter Pill," which we're gonna play for everybody right there. For people to hear, that there's some really good music out there. You might not think it, it's like it's for you, but it's for everybody. You're not cursing, you're not rapping, you're not down anybody. You know what I mean? You're doing like kind of like the opposite of what everybody else does because it's the cool thing to do, or that's what everybody else has been doing for many, many years. You're a bitch, you're a hoe. Grab me that dank, let's do this, blah blah, roll, top. Like, bro, come on, how much of that can we receive? You know what I mean? It's like we need a cleanser. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a refresher, and I think that's what your music has represented for me personally. And we've been in the hip hop game since '88. We've been DJing. I've been DJing since '84. Been playing rap music, ever since it came out at the womb, pretty much. And I tell my brother all the time, it's like, man, we should be a little more careful and a little more selective on the music that we are playing for the people. We need something that is not always about doing some, janky ass shit in the hood. There's more to it, right?
No, I believe like there's a lot of great music out there, honestly, that hits a lot of different topics. So I love that you're saying that. Yeah.
So, okay, one last question before we play the Bitter Pill. What are the takeaway that you want your fans to come with this new album, the Atmosphere album?
Bruh, it's basically what we're saying too. I feel like fear really stops a lot of people from a lot of things, whether it's like you want to step out and somebody's been designed to be a rapper for so long, but they're like, I'm so scared I'm not going to be accepted.
Right.
I feel like fear holds people back from just getting out of like the bubble of whatever they're in. Any topic, it could be anything.
Yeah.
So Atmosphere, when you hear it, I definitely did the wordplay, atmosphere. At the moment that I had the most fear in my life, I was like, okay, this is where I can switch what I want to do in my life, how I can elevate, where I want to go, where do I see myself in the future. So a lot in the album, like Bitter Pill, how you saying, it's like, I don't want to be bitter no more. I don't want that in my life. It's not helping me elevate. So that's what I hope the album does for people. I hope it helps people elevate, getting out of the atmosphere, out of the fear of life, and just really living flourishly.
Yeah.
How many more albums can we expect from Gawvi, do you think? I mean, is this an endless thing for you? Is it something you can continue to create, or is there something outside of music that you might want to touch artist-wise? Painting, anything in the arts, acting.
Man, I really thought I was done making music, like 2 years ago, but lately I've been dreaming a lot more. I do want to get into acting. I see myself doing more albums, so a lot can go up. I already got almost like 90% of a new album finished right now. And I just dropped Atmosphere. I'm about to drop another one on y'all. It's gonna be crazy.
Dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you're signed to a gentleman named Rodney Jerkins.
Yes, sir.
What's the record label called? Aliens?
Aliens Alive, and we in theme right now. I see you guys.
Yeah, word up. It's a beautiful thing. Tell me about the jewels that, if you were able to learn anything from this man, because he's a master, he's been doing it for many, many years. We played his music.
Yeah.
Have you got a chance to sit with him in the studio or anything?
Oh my God, countless times. Yeah, Ronnie is literally an alien. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, this man's like, I can't wait for his Netflix series, his documentary, whatever it may be that comes out about this man's life. He's lived this since he was young, but like iconic stuff that's not normal. Like hanging out with Michael Jackson at like 20 some years old, like friends. Like he's a GOAT. Music wise, definitely have learned a lot. So when I was 20, 21 is when I met him. and he gave me a free studio room. He was like, yo, you can work out of here anytime you want. So I would show up there all the time. I would hear what he's working on. At that time, I know he had, I think Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber was at the studio, Britney Spears. Like, it was so many people that would just go in and out. And then even till now, he's still the same guy, but now the way I see him, you know, a lot of years has passed by. He's just a great father, a great husband. Like, he really loves his kids, man. His schedule, like the way he's able to accomplish multiple projects and then be a man at the same time.
Right.
That's what I'm most influenced by.
That's what's up, man.
That's nice.
That's good to have somebody like that on your side. You know what I mean? Kind of like a guide, if
Sure.
you will. Big brother. You know what I mean? Anything like that.
For sure.
Is
Very
it-
inspired.
But I really appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate your music, number one. As a music lover, somebody who's like, this is my life. This is what I do. I can't stop listening to music. It's constantly. I have like 18 songs of yours saved in my Spotify,
Oh.
and that's a lot. You know what I mean? For
Yeah, for sure.
For one artist, you know what I mean? There's not a whole lot of artists out there. I mean, I might not have that many Eagles records saved, and I love the Eagles. But I'm just saying, man, continue doing what you're doing. We're proud of you. From Latinos to another, two Latinos to another. We know the difficult times that can be had out there, or some of the things we
Challenges.
foresee as challenges. But you inspire. All right,
Yeah.
everybody. Make sure to follow Gawvi on all social medias at GAWVI. His new
right.
album, Atmosphere, which I didn't even catch the play on words. So thank you very much for opening me up to that one. And we're
Yes,
gonna
sir.
play that bitter pill for everybody right now. It's the Baka Boyz and Gawvi. We appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, bro.
We'll talk soon. And if you could, eventually, we would love to meet Rodney Jerkins. That would be an honor.
Let's make it happen. Yeah.
Word up. All right. Thanks, Jim Boogie. Thanks, management. Lex, is it Reby or Reba? Reby.
Yeah.
Reby, you got it.
Love you.
Reby.
Appreciate
Thank
you
you.
today, guys. Have a beautiful one,
All right.
man. And keep on success. We're going to keep on supporting you.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No
Take
doubt.
care.
All right, everybody, let's rock this Gawvi right now. This is this single from the new album, which is available on all DSPs, Bitter Pill. We can all learn something from this man right here. He's helping us out. Let's do it.
I can't believe it, I ain't see it all this time.